Hello and welcome. This is Ruth, and today I've got Spellbinders Large Die of the Month for October 2024, and this one is called Cosy Toes Slippers, and there are 20 dies in here. I have another video which I've already published, and it has a full overview of not exactly all of the clubs, but all of the clubs for October that I have here. So if you want to have a look back at that one, I'll have the link to that down in the description of this video. Now, this one is really cute. So if you're into cutesy stuff, you're absolutely going to love this. It's really a fun set. And I have it laid out in almost the kind of order that you might be using it. But it's called Cosy Toes Slippers. And these are the this is a slipper. And you'll cut out two of those. And obviously then you'll have your pair of slippers. This is pajama legs. And this is the actual little bit that goes in between, and then you have all these different things. We've got a reindeer, a rabbit, a penguin, Santa, and a foot, like a big foot, monster's foot, that you can put on the slipper here. Now the best way to show you this is just to show you one example that I've already made up here. This is the pajamas, and I've cut that out of beautiful patterned paper from the Oh Joyful Day by Rosie Studios. All of these products will be linked down below. I'll actually have my affiliate links to everything that I use, the club and anything else that I use down below in the description of this video. That doesn't cost you anything extra, but it gives me a little bit of commission. So thank you for that. Then we've got this piece here, and you'll cut that out in whatever colour of skin tone that you want. And if I turn that over, you can see here, it's got little marking lines on it, sort of little debossed lines, and they show you where to position that so that it fits in the right place just between the slipper and the leg of the pajamas there. Isn't that cute? And then obviously then you've got the slipper. There is another bit here that I think is probably part of the slipper. I've had it in and I pulled it back out again because I actually thought this was really nice like this. So that's the slipper, the leg and the pajamas, and then we've got pieces here that make up all of the little critters, cutesy people or whatever. This then is the reindeer, and you've got the antlers and then the little bits that go in behind the ears here. You glue them in at the back of the ears, as you can see there. The antlers then, there are two little marks here, and you'll glue those two antlers directly on there. I'll be showing you how to make this because obviously I'm going to make the second leg of this pair of pajamas, yeah, pair of PJs. I'm going to make that on camera and let you see that as I go along. This piece then cuts out, and you can see, oh, you can't see it because it's stuck onto the slippers. Silly me. But this piece fits along right in behind the eyes there, so you don't have to worry about colouring in or putting little dots in there. This piece here then, moving over, is the large nose for Rudolph, the smaller nose for Santa, and then this is the beautiful little beak for the penguin. So they're all on one, and I've cut out the big one in these two in red, and then just put a little bit of orange card in behind there, and that will do for the little beak for the penguin. So that's that one. And then we've got a little hat here. So this is a little hat and earphones, both on the same one, but these pieces here then add on, so you can cut these out in white and add them on. These here, if you want to add white or different colours onto the earmuffs, you can glue them directly on top of there. And then this piece here gets glued at the bottom of the hat, so it's a kind of a rim, and you can have that fur or just whatever. And then this is the big pom-pom that goes on the top. Now we've got Santa's face here. Then we have, let's just look for Santa. This is my little Santa. So we have Santa's face here, and then these two pieces are actually for the tops of the hats that go up here. So these are the two hats, and obviously you'll have one facing each way just like that because they're going sort of on opposite feet of the slippers. So these are the two pieces that go along here and here, and then these are the pom-poms. This is the face, and then you've also got the little piece here that you can put on the back, and that fills in the area where the eyes are. When you come to the rabbit then, this cuts out the face, and there's little holes left here with the ears. You can pop those bits in behind the ears, and they'll give you the little pink bits here and here, or ear and ear. And then these two little pieces you'll cut out in pink, and they go on the little chink peaks or pink cheeks, so they're lovely in there. And again, you can just put the little black piece, that's this one again, in behind, and you can see that there, that covers in these areas for the eyes and the nose. And I've used that little hat with the pom-pom and this, and I've cut it out in glitter card. Look at that. That's so cute. These are really, really lovely dies. Then we've got the little penguin. He's a cheeky little chappy. You cut this piece out in black, this piece out in white, and just set it straight on. You'll see the marks on here. That's a little debossed line. And let's see, a bit closer. There's a little debossed line there, so when you cut this out, you'll know exactly where to put that. So this is the little beak then that you'll add on here. And then the little ear muffs, which I've put on here with these two pieces on top. He is so cute. So we've got the reindeer, Santa, the rabbit, the penguin, and now for this one. So you'll cut out the slipper here, and then this piece, and then these are the toenails that go on top. So I've cut that out in brown. You can cut it in green, whatever colour you want, and that's like Mr. Bigfoot or whatever. And you just pop that up on top. Oh, I don't know. Everybody will have their own favourite. I love the Rudolph. Really, really lovely. Now, the other thing you want to just be aware of is don't get carried away and think they've all got to go on slippers, because you've got these most beautiful little faces and all these little things. They could go on all sorts of things, and hopefully I'll get time at some stage to come back and show you different things you can do with that. But for now, I'm going to make a card with this one and then maybe show you bits and pieces of these as well. Don't forget, if you do actually want to see more of this kind of thing, I have loads and loads of videos, definitely more of the October clubs, and then I'll also have the October launches and all of that as well. So if you would subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, subscribing doesn't cost you anything, and hitting the notification bell will keep you up to date with everything. It also helps me too to have more subscribers on my channel. That's always good for me. And if you do enjoy the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up at the end and leave me a little comment, because all that goes to help me, and then I can keep coming back and giving you more content and more inspiration. But thanks for watching anyway. If that's all you do, I do actually appreciate that too. I've got all of the pieces cut out so that I can make another one of these, and then I have used that. I absolutely love this embossing folder. It's the embossing folder for the month, and it's called Checkered Argyle. Look at the pattern on that. It's really, really beautiful. So if you just want a sort of a plain coloured background on that, that's really gorgeous, because you can get this beautiful texture on it. And I'm going to put this, and obviously it needs to come from the top there so that it doesn't look, it would look really odd if you put that down there. So that needs to come from the top, and I'm going to go ahead and create a second one. So again, I'll show you the dies here that I've used. This one for the pyjamas, this one for the little piece here that goes in between the pyjamas and the foot, the shoe slipper. There we are. So that then will go, see this straight line here? If you just put, can you see that? There's a little curved line here and a little straight line there. I'm going to put glue on the top of the part where the straight line is, and then that goes right on there. Now you can go ahead with this one and add that directly on top of. So that's it, glued right on there. And then you can put glue on here and add this piece directly over there. Now there is a piece that gets cut out, and you can add it along the bottom like a little sole or whatever between the slipper and where the little head goes on. I've actually not put it on there because I kind of like the slipper without it, I think, but that could go on there in whatever colour you like. I'm sort of leaving that one out yet again because I just kind of prefer it like this. But there we are so far. Now we've got the little reindeer head, and I can go ahead and glue this piece on in at the back there, just in here. And you see how that covers in those two little holes and gives them lovely little eyes. Now turn it back over again, and you can put some glue right around here and here, and then pop these two pieces right on there. Now, if you have a little look at that close up, you'll see there's two little marks in there, and that's where you'll put these antlers on. So we just put glue on there, and then set those on there. I've cut the antlers out in dark brown, and I've cut the little reindeer's face out in craft card, and I think that looks really, really nice with that together. Then we've got the big red nose. Every reindeer, well, every Rudolph I suppose needs a big red nose, and that's going to go on there. And now this one is going to get glued directly on top of the slipper, just there. Now I'm just going to go ahead and glue these directly on there. You could put them on with 3D foam pads if you like, but this time I'm just going to glue them directly onto the card. I've taken this die and this one together, and this one says Warm and Cozy Wishes. I've just taped them together and ran them through the die cutting machine with some white card, and you can see how that brings this beautiful Warm and Cozy Wishes out, and I'm putting that on there. But first of all, I've also taken this card here, this die on this card, which matches in with the background one here, and I'm going to put that behind it, but I do want it to come out at each side, so I'm just going to snip that in the middle. And then when I glue this on here, instead of it being just the same size and you see the sort of lettering through it, I'm going to bring it out a little bit like that, so that you have a little bit of tail at each side like that. Then I'm going to pop it on here with 3D foam pads. I've gone for the same embossing folder again. I actually went for the 3D embossing folder of the month. I think it's just a little bit, it's absolutely gorgeous, but a little bit too ornate for putting these pajamas in front of. So this time I have also used the same embossing folder to emboss the pajama legs. I've gone ahead with one little Santa one here, and you can see, now just bear in mind that you'll need to cut the pajama leg first of all, and then put two of them together through the embossing folder and through your die cutting machine, because if you do it the other way around, if you try to cut it after you've embossed it, you'll flatten the pattern, and you really want that pattern to stand out and to pop. Now you might notice this time I have put these two legs together like this, and then taken a little piece off, so coming down into the center there, and that way they're both sort of looking like that when you hold them together. There's a little, they're coming down like this. Now this is the one for the right side here, and this then is the one for the left. So I'm going to make the little Santa to go on here. I've put the little piece in behind for the leg, and that one's going to go on there, and this one then will go on here. I've actually cut this one slightly, not very much, but slightly shorter, so that it looks like maybe this person's sitting down and this leg is propped up over the other one. So I want to add a little bit of dimension in that. I didn't have any 3D foam pads big enough, so I've just glued together some bits of card, and these are 11.5 centimeters long and probably about 1.5 centimeters wide. Several of them, just enough to give that a bit of dimension, and I'm putting it the whole way down there. Now I am also going to glue this one on first, and then just glue that by that central cardboard piece on like that, and then I'll make the other little Santa for here. I've got Santa's face here, and you can see right on there where you glue everything, it's all very clearly marked. There's little, it's actually nearly looks like goggles on there, but if you add glue just down around the bottom part of this, you'll be able to put that beard on, and that just goes there, and then the little hat will go on the top part of it, and that leaves a little space for his nose in there, and that's marked as well, so you couldn't actually go wrong with it. We'll glue the hat along this little top rim here, and then we'll put the little bit of white fur along the bottom of it, and the pom-pom on the top. also got this piece that I want to add on in behind the eyes there, and that will just go right there, and then the little nose will go on here. Now you might notice I've already cut 2 more of those little pieces that I put along the top of the hat there, just here, and I'm going to put those on the pyjamas. But first of all, I want to put some 3D foam pads on the little slippers, so I'm going to put these in behind this part here. That's going to go on here. Oh, I like it when they get to that stage. But I thought I'd like a little fur trim on the bottom of my pyjamas, and I've cut out, as I said, 2 more of these pieces here, and this time I'm just going to turn them up the way like that and just put them on the bottom of the pyjama legs. After making 2 cards with that, I thought it would be really nice to try a little box. So this little box is made with the 3D sealed Christmas box. It's a really, really beautiful little box, and you can see that I've taken the 3D embossing folder of the month for October, and I've cut that into 5cm squares and backed it onto 5.5cm squares of cherry red card and put that the whole way around, and I've tied a ribbon the whole way around that, and it's actually just glued at the bottom there to hold it in place, so that when you open that you can keep it in its place. You can just it's still going to be attached by here. Now I've made this little rabbit up in the same way that I showed you at the start of the video. The little hat went on here, the little cheeks in here, and of course the eye part in there, and the little ear pieces glued in behind the tops of the ears there, and the lovely little pom-pom on, and glitter card this time, of course. So I've got 3D foam pads on that, and I just want to pop that straight on the front of the box. Now again, that will just stay in place there and hold that ribbon in place, so when you open it you can still open the box, but the little rabbit will stay in place. Isn't that nice? I've still got my little penguin, and that would be really, really cute on 2 slippers. And the big foot, that's, I know some of you love that kind of thing, so I hope you enjoy that too. So that's where I'm going to leave it for this video, but hopefully I'll get back and be able to show you something more with those other pieces. But I'm very, very happy with that, and it's really, really cute. I just love them, and I hope you do too. I had a lot of fun making those, and they're just such happy cards. They make me smile even just looking at them there, and I hope they make you smile too. So don't forget, my affiliate links will be down below. There'll be lots more photos at the end of the video. If you haven't already subscribed, I'd love you to do that, and please leave me a big thumbs up and a little comment down below just to let me know what you think of the video. And thank you again so much for watching. And in the meantime, happy crafting. Bye bye.